coffee, please. Thank you very much.
All right, we up. We're up. We're up. Volume, picture, and everything? Yep. All right. All right, shalom, shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone, and first and foremost, Chicago branch. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakodash.
Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elder bishops, double honors to, honors to all our fellow laborers that are doing this work, around the four corners of the earth, in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do it. All right, to the scattered elect that are scattered among the heathen. All right, that look like the heathen, the Israelite form. Those few are caught that are listening and learning. All right, we give you a true and hearty shalom. And today's lesson is going to be on judgment. As a matter of fact, I want to open with this scripture. This is Psalm 16:20, and it reads, "He that is our power is the power of salvation, and unto God the Lord belong the issues from death." Right? So our Lord power, which is Yahweh, all right, why Yahweh Shai, all issues of death. No one dies, without their consent, without the Lord, like the Godfather in the movie. They give you the kiss of death. Somebody go, fulfill that judgment, man. All right, the Lord will send evil angels from on high to go handle you. Okay?
Since you said that, this is in the Gospels, Matthew 10:29. Are not two sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father? That's cold-blooded. You see birds and animals and so forth die all the time. The Lord controls all issues of life. So if an ant died, a bird died, the Lord sanctioned for that animal to die. If a human soul don't die, the Lord sanctioned it.
The minute things to the major things.
That's it. One more too. Psalms 37:28. The Lord Yahweh loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever. But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The Most High actually loves to make sure he rights the wrongs of the wicked. So how much wrongs are out there right now?
God, a lot of them. Yep. And Jake, a lot of Jake doing sin, man. We're gonna talk about the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu legend Leandro Lo, who was gunned down last night. 8-time world champion. We're gonna talk about Breonna Taylor and a couple other people, and who by the people around them, by the world standards, they were good, decent people. Breonna Taylor, she worked a job. She didn't have no babies, daddies, and all that. She had one man, as far as we know, at the time. And when she got gunned down in her own house, man. Okay? So, but the Lord, all that judgment came from on high. Same thing with Leandro Lo, man. I'm actually kind of sad about it. Because, I've been watching this dude for years, man. That's right. I don't know him personally, never met him. All right? But I've never met him personally, but he's had a huge influence on the world of martial arts, on the world of jiu-jitsu. All right? He truly has, man. And, like I said, by the world standards, he was a good dude. But he caught judgment last night, man. And judgment beginneth at the house of Israel. Anybody want to bring it out?
It's on the screen, so don't worry.
Is this 1 Peter 4:17? For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first began at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh?
There it is, man, because I was talking to my professor about, he's the one that first alerted me to it. He called me, and, and I could feel it in his voice. Because, he's dealt with him, met him, and he was kind of shook up about it, but he also was like, man, that was judgment. I was like, yeah, but I can sense the pain, and, it's just one of them things we got to deal with. He was like, well, he's just one of the elect. And I told him, no, he wasn't. But I said, but more than likely he wasn't. But I said, but the point being, though, is that you guys should also remember, too, there's a duality in this. The flip side of that coin is that he died an instant death. And a lot of people not going to be afforded that luxury. All right. And so the Lord took him quickly. You know, he could have died slowly, suffering, you know, in a car wreck at the bottom of a ravine, you know, dying slowly, you know. But the Lord took him, you know, instantly. All right. But I want to play this this clip, and then whatever scriptures you brothers got going on. But this is the clip where this it looks this dude looked like he could be a Moabite or something. But he's bringing out the information on what happened to Breonna Taylor, man. All right. So you just want to hear, you know, hear how look, law enforcement cannot be trusted. And by the way, it was a corrupt cop who actually got charged with murder, who's locked up over Leandro Lowe's death. By the way, he got shot by an off-duty police officer who you know, who started some stuff with him and then came up short. Then got mad because he came up short. And, well, you know how Jake feels. All right, but let's play this quick clip. It's only literally about 60 seconds.
That's right.
Earlier today, I spoke with the family of Breonna Taylor. This morning, they were informed that the Justice Department has charged 4 current and former Louisville Metro Police Department officers with federal crimes related to Ms. Taylor's death.
So these 4 officers are charged with federal, the what? Put their faces on the screen. They're charged with federal crimes. All right. Now I've been watching that show, The Peaky Blinders, and how dirty the cops were and intermingled with the street gangs way back in the early 1900s. Hell, when you watch the movie The Gangs of New York, it was the same thing in the 1860s. How deeply rooted the gangs were involved in with government and the police. The same thing in the 1920s. So the point is that nothing has changed. You know, nothing has changed up to this day. All right. Well, you have these police officers that were in cahoots with city government and with city officials to do what they were doing.
Mayor of Louisville, Kentucky started a hit squad to harass people of color in poor neighborhoods. The house that Breonna Taylor was renting from was sitting in the middle of a gentrification project that the mayor's developer buddies need to get rid of before they could start construction. So after cops arrested an actual drug dealer 10 miles and 10 minutes after, they faked a search warrant to go harass Breonna Taylor.
Those alleged crimes include civil rights offenses, unlawful conspiracies, unconstitutional use of force, and obstruction offenses. We allege that the defendants knew their actions in falsifying the affidavit could create a dangerous situation.
Yeah, the dangerous situation was getting Breonna Taylor shot so the city could buy her house for $1. What, you thought I made that number up?
Without a lawful objective justifying the use of deadly force, defendant Hickison traveled away from Ms. Taylor's doorway to the side of the building and fired 10 shots into Breonna Taylor's apartment through a bedroom window and a sliding glass door that were both covered with blinds and curtains.
Yeah, remember all those Blue Lives Matter people talking about, oh, Breonna Taylor's boyfriend shot one round first and then all the cops were returning fire. That's not what happened. One cop went to the side of the house and emptied a mag into a window. Yeah, you clowns are...
Yeah, cops are dirty all over the country. And you got to remember, too, after hearing this, that the Republican Party just struck down a bill that they were trying to put into place that would have fired or got rid of all racist cops across America, which would have been the majority of the white police officers. All right? I mean, you know, if you really want to fix America, you just really need to get rid of white police officers, so-called. If you just, I mean, just, you know, that's just me speaking as a man. But it just goes to show you that America is deeply rooted in corruption, like you know, Elder Rye always say, you know, from the rooter to the tutor. You know, from the city government all the way up to the state government, all the way up to the federal government, down to your police forces. You know, they're just corrupt, and it's not just here in America. You know, Esau is corrupt worldwide, man. As a matter of fact, them damn Peaky Blinders, them gang-banging murderers from the early 19 teens and the 1920s. Hey, these guys, their families are still benefiting from their whiskeys and their businesses that they were able to build as a result of all that corruption, which the governments at the time allotted them licenses to make all their illegal businesses legal because they were doing hits for the government. All right? That's no different from what we just listened to. Whatever you got, brother.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 12. If a ruler harden to lies, all his servants are wicked. So some of the policemen, politicians, etc.
That's they go back to that Sirach 10, like it goes down from the elite. It's all a corrupt corporation here in America. I got a precept too. This is Nahum 3:1. It says, "Woe to the bloody city It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not, and that's us here in America, man. We can't depart unless the Lord comes and gets us, but we have to prepare ourselves. And 2/3 of our people, they don't want to do that, so they're gonna stay in that net. They're gonna stay in that cycle of getting judged by Esau.
Not only in America but worldwide, man, because you know all this sort of corruption goes over where Leandro Lo died over down in Brazil, man. You know, Jake in the favelas, suffering and being mistreated and misrepresented in within the law system. But while those Edomites that are among them are living deliciously along the beachfront and all those nice high-rise apartments, you know, while Jake all in them damn tin cans in the damn favelas. You know, and for those of you who don't know, a favela is basically a ghetto. It's a Brazilian or Portuguese way of, you know, saying a ghetto, man. You know,
And it's like that in all these tourist countries, Jamaica, Mexico.
Haiti.
They tell you don't leave the resorts.
Right.
Yep.
You know,
Shit,
they say they getting rich down there.
I
You might get paid off that shit. And the people, you know, the nationals are fucked up in this country.
Absolutely. And that's not only the resort. I mean, when you say resorts, you got to say Jamaica, you say Aruba, you got to say. But I'm just asking, you just can't say that only. You have to say Aruba, you have to say the islands, you have to say all that shit. Because in every single one of those spots, man, they build up the resorts, they build up the Ecuador, they build up
Venezuela, wherever you were.
Exactly, and then and all the J is working at them getting paid pennies on the motherfucking dollar.
And they stay close to the beaches too.
You know what else they did, like in Brazil? Because on the way from the airport to where all the, you know, where all the white beaches are and all them high-rise apartments in the luxury nice parts of the city, you have to drive past the favelas. So you know what they did? They built like a 15-foot high wall. So when you driving along, you don't see it anymore. All you see is this wall. So for miles and miles and miles. So as you driving past, you know, the favelas, now all you seeing is this brightly painted wall, and then the other side is the ocean. So you don't even see it anymore.
It would show there the people, because right now you're having that same issue in Mexico City, in Puerto Rico, where all these employees that were allowed to work from home are moving into these low rent apartments in Mexico City and gentrifying the cities, man. And like the other said, like, you know, like Benji had mentioned, or the Red had mentioned, it's not just in America. It's happening in Mexico and Puerto Rico, and in all these countries. You're having the actual natives stand up and so-called expose how these contractors will basically break the law to get these lands, and they're all in cahoots. So these are the same people that are robbed and spoiled in their neighborhoods, and these are the tax-paying people, because in Puerto Rico, again, that's an American territory, but not an American state, which means it's its own problem. Mexico, again, America's neighbor, and Americans could go down to Arizona, pump cheap gas, and come right back up, you know, but they have to wait 2 hours to come back into their own country, you know? So these are the same people that are collectively getting conquered again, man. It's 2022, man. Israelites are still getting conquered, man.
This is in Chronicles 15 and 13. Whosoever would not seek the Lord, power of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether a man or a woman. You know, so every day you go, shit, Esau Lord is wicked, you know, love that sad, but ultimately it's judgment from the Lord, man. And right now is the time to repent. Right now the judgment going out, and really we're supposed to look at it and acknowledge when the Lord can take restoration every time. Let me get my shit together now.
Right.
This is Luke 13:1. There were present at that season some of that told him of the Galileans, whose blood Pilate had mingled with their sacrifices. Spirit. Yahweh Shai answering said unto them, suppose you that these Galileans were got no hands. Suppose that these Galileans were sinners above all the Galileans, because they suffer such things. I tell you, nay, but except you repent, you shall all likewise perish. So they came and mentioned Yahweh Shai, well, you know, Pilate killed all these Israelites. And he said, look, they was the most wicked. He said, you all gonna perish unless you repent. This judgment's gonna go on a mass scale soon, man. Esau did it with his own wicked reasons. You know, he's the damn devil. But it's the will of the Lord that caused it. It's gonna get worse.
I got that precept to that other scripture philosopher had brought out. It's basically the twin to that. It's Proverbs 11 and 31.
Damn, that was the one.
There you go. It's Proverbs 11 and 31. It says, behold, the righteous shall be recompensed in the earth much more than wicked and the sinner. So way much more. We gonna get judged for, you know, the things we did in this life, past life, etc., etc. He said, how much more than wicked and the sinner? And the beauty of seeing their judgment is seeing our vindication. Because fuck these niggas, really. If you really want to get into it, fuck these niggas.
Right.
But that's part of our vindication by seeing these wicked ass niggas judgment.
That's right.
And you want to know what? I know Breonna Taylor and her boyfriend, all right, which they tried to blame this whole thing on, said he fired a shot first and they were returning fire. They lied, all right? But I know that both her and her boyfriend both seen the Israelites and they seen the videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that Leandro saw it too, man. And all these Israelites, they've seen or heard at this point, and they choose to, you know, at the end of their fight, still do this. All that bullshit.
In her party, she had Christmas, all that Christmas shit.
Yeah, well.
Got it up for real.
So you know why, right?
I got a real quick one. This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. This is Jacob's trouble. I think
that Jacob's trouble is in its beginning stages.
All
right, you know, just like World War III has been going on for years now. It just hasn't gone full blown.
It's a rhetoric of words, and then a cold word into a hot word.
So and with that, the infrastructure for the MO to the TV is set up. So all they need now is just the event. Any one of these events that's been this Pelosi thing could have set it off. Anything is. As a matter of fact, the Israelis, the fake Jews over there, blasting them Israelites in Palestine, in Gaza, that can set it off. Anything could lead, you know, to make this thing escalate, which is going to, you know, because you know World War III is not going to go full blown until you know that MO to the TV is mandated to where they start forcing it on people. And they start trying to snatch up, you know, the Israelites are snatching up the elect. That's when you know, when everything will go full blown. But it's in its beginning stages, man. It's not like it will. Basically, the train is pulling off. You know, and it's like the old school train. You can come and jump on the side and hang off of it.
Right.
But once they get going, you know.
I'm going to land back with the Romans, and on the screen is what's been going on in Israel. Mentioned Romans 2:1, but just to land back on what he said about Jake not being without excuse. Therefore thou art inexcusable, O man. Whosoever thou art that judges, or wherein thou judgest another, thou condemnest thyself, for thou that judgest doest the same things. Every Israelite is inexcusable. The Lord says he deals with each and every single one of us.
Because the church is talking about us now.
Yeah.
Right? Matter of fact, it's Slocky, I didn't mean that to, but you know, as a matter of fact, like the elder said, Apostle Tahar was speaking about it. I think I also heard Elder Yashua was mention it too. But hell, because of us, man, these church guys have upped their game.
They watch us.
And it's clear. It's clear that they watch us. Some of these people who have platforms on YouTube, I know they watch us too, because I know of a couple different influential people on YouTube that were using quotes that I say all the time.
Murray said it. He said GMS made everybody read the Bible again.
Yeah, it's true. GMS. Yeah, he said that quite some time.
I did a lesson about it.
But he's right. You know, GMS especially, I think I can say that with honesty, made people read the Bible again.
Yeah.
And now, and you even got church people talking about the Israelites and we the Israelites. They going off in doctrine. You know, because they can't say too much because they'll lose that 501(c)(3) charter quickly. But now all of a sudden, you know, now you got church guys, they got to read it. You know, they got a man standing up there read.
Read, brother.
You know, like where did they get that from?
They're getting all their little from us because the thing about the truth is captivating. And what they're seeing is their numbers dwindle. And people are leaving the so-called Christian church. It started over the road.
People are walking away from the Catholic Church.
That's it.
You know, time when you get a satanic Hispanic, all right, to say fuck white Mary and fuck white Jesus and stop going to the Catholic Church.
That's heavy.
Something is going. Yeah, exactly.
That's heavy.
And so you got a whole lot of. So you got a whole lot of Northern Kingdom. Well, I get that from Murph. But you got a whole lot of Northern Kingdom that's don't go to church no more. They ain't dealing with that. You know, and man, when you moving, I live around a lot of Israelites, man. All right, and man, they'll be doing all kind of madness. And man, when we go past one of them churches, and there's so many over there on the east side, man. But now, what you noticing though, a lot of them don't even do that no more.
Cross up.
Yeah, they'll just look over it and just get back in their phone.
I was talking to.
You know, a lot of them don't do that no more. So people are really starting to fall away and walk away the same way all them Edomites were saying fuck Shiva and the elephant god with the
They was throwing all their shit in the fucking
exactly. They was like, man, fuck these guys. They ain't did shit for us.
They better start eating them cows, dude.
Hey, that's like I was talking to a Northern Kingdom brother when I was at the steel mill. He said, man, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these Mexicans and Puerto Ricans. He said, ain't none of these holidays got nothing to do with us, and they celebrate all their shit like this our shit. Ain't none of this our shit. He said he was pissed off. And then even my son yesterday, I think Benji, I was in the car with Benji, and I was talking to my son, and these Christians, man, these so-called Christians, they don't believe in what they say believe in. His auntie called him, and hey, like you say, Jim made these Christians read the scriptures. He pretty much told her, she say, you know XYZ, and he was like, yeah, but where the same scriptures you read, the same you read out of, say don't get tattoos, but you steady going and get new tattoos. And she hung the fucking phone up on him. He cut her ass, and she hung the fucking phone up on him because through the spirit she knew that he was right, man. But yet they can't even prove what they believe in. You know, they can't even prove what they believe in. They don't know what Jesus mean. They don't know what these you know, they don't even know what the word church mean. They sit there and call what they do in church when actually what they doing is not church.
It's idolatry.
You know, it's idolatry. It's blasphemy. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know. But it's just funny that this came out because I just witnessed all this yesterday. You know what I mean?
And you know what's funny, Rala? That when that I forget his name. One of y'all probably know. What was the little boy name? He was like a young Edomite, a so-called white man. He shot up the church like the 9 people in the church.
Oh yeah.
Dylan Ruth.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I think they killed him. He got killed in prison, I believe.
That nigga's on a private island, probably. I'm keeping that as a murder. But nevertheless,
well, that's what they say. So exactly, he might be on a private island. You're right.
If those people, all right, who was actually, because when I brought this out when that shit happened, if those people that were actually in that church reading the Bible, they would have understood that was righteous. Because Moses, the prophets, and the brothers, we would have went there and did the same thing in the ancient world.
In the righteous way.
Hey, the Maccabees did. In the Maccabees, there's a whole.
Well, at first they invited the enemy among them. When the scriptures clearly say, you know, they never trust our enemy. So that's what they get. And guess what? I'm willing to bet anything that all those people that went in that day that got gunned down by Dylan Ruth all clicked off or scoffed at an Israelite video.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
and right, it was eating pork skins while they clicked.
Right.
See, a lot of people can't
still had the juices on the face.
What? Jesus clicked and it clicked off.
My God.
The scripture says that our gospel be hid, it's hid to them that are lost. But when the Lord says thou inexcusable, man, a lot of Jake, bro. Even when we out there on the highways and byways, on the YouTubes, on the TikToks, I was just on TikTok randomly and crossed one of your videos, Yasharala videos, I think maybe one of your videos, whoever, brother, I see brothers on there. Jake is getting, the Most High has been pushing the word. Jake ignores, man.
Hard, man.
Jake do like this, I don't want to know, I don't want to hear, I don't want to see.
The deaf
They
adder.
don't want to get condemned, so they just ignore.
Because they want to do their wickedness. As a matter of fact, Benji, were you able to find the video of the shootout on 430 South Park last night? Somebody find that video coverage. Because I know it's on Twitter, because I watched it. Now, we're going to talk about
Twitter probably was.
We're gonna talk about Leandro Lowe here
I'll read it
What
for a
was
second.
the address again?
It was 430 South Clark, and it was like in a parking lot, some bar, some club, or something. And you know, two groups, Jake, them weed funky stinkers felt like they just got sprayed by a skunk with them dirty ass lice, parasite filled dreadlocks. You know,
Nasty ass.
start shooting at each other. They were literally standing right. It was like 5 or 6 guys on this side, like 7 or 8 guys on the other side, and they started. The first 2 guys went down. They just started blasting each other, and it turned into a big ass shootout.
Only one of them died though. I just
yeah,
seen
only
it.
one died, but
Yeah.
I think quite a few people got hit though. But anyway, yeah, if you want to go ahead and read that, we're gonna hit that next.
Okay,
Yeah,
this
I'll
is from RT.com. 8-time jiu-jitsu world champ allegedly shot dead by policemen. Leandro
Now, they're saying allegedly. You got witnesses. You got MMA witnesses, UFC champions who were with them and witnessed it. So they already got the cop locked up. Who did it? All right. So it's not allegedly. All right. He actually got murdered. The dude got murdered by a dirty ass off-duty cop who started a altercation with him. And you know, and you know, Leandro did what Leandro do. Right? He, you know,
defended
this
himself.
dude, and what's sad about the whole thing, though, is just sad that this dude was a mighty fucking warrior, man. To die at the hand of such a pussy ass.
And then
that's the sad part.
Yeah, right.
You know.
Dishonorable
Hey, it is what it is, man.
I put that video on the shoot out the info.
After this one, we'll get
Go ahead, brother.
Leandro Lowe, yes, the scripture?
Yeah. It's Psalm 68 and 20. It says, "He that is our power is the power of salvation, and unto Yahweh the Lord belongeth the issues of death."
That's it. And when he got the keys in Revelation, he got the keys of life and the keys of death. So all the issues of death, that's like we spread with the bird falling out of the sky. A bird can't fall unless the Lord say so. All right.
And here's the flip side of that too. I can't even remember how many times I've seen him win a match. You know, against another great artist, you know, another fighter, and then after the match, he, you know, crossed himself up, put the mark of death on him, and finally he did it, you know, and the mark of death was on his ass.
Leandro Lowe was killed after a confrontation at his Sao Paulo party on Saturday night. The global jiu-jitsu and MMA community is in mourning after news broke that 8-time world champion Leandro Lowe was killed by 2 shots in the head during a party in Sao Paulo early on Sunday morning.
So damn, he hit him twice in the head.
Yep.
So what, he shot him, he fell, and he stood over him and shot him again?
No, he probably said bam bam. He shot multiple times. He had to pull his gun multiple times and he died. How the Lord did it.
He a cop.
Huh?
Yeah, he can do that. Nah, they say cops can do that.
Right. Especially if they were trained.
Well, clearly this one couldn't do it because they got his ass locked up.
Yep.
He's being charged with murder. So.
Right, well, because he was in club kicking, he wasn't on official duty. He was bullshit.
That's because that's like.
Well, he also started the conference. How you gonna start some shit, all right, and then go shoot somebody?
And that's a law in Chicago. I mean, that's a law in Chicago too. You can't provoke the situation and then pull your firearm. And also, you can go to jail for like if a situation where if the guy wasn't a big guy, or it could have been a fight.
Yeah.
They'll look at everything like, well, this guy's the same height as you. Y'all could have fought. You didn't have to kill him. You can get locked up for that way too.
Not only that, Leandro Lowe let him go and stepped away from him.
And they separated.
Leandro didn't have to stop.
Right.
Leandro spared him. But it sound like Leandro should have just went in and killed him.
Yeah.
So he
Or choked him out.
face the jury. That way he could. That's what I mean. We'd have choked him out and just not let go. But I'm sure he would have. If he
Put him to sleep.
If he knew the dude was gonna get up and shoot him. But you know he won the confrontation, but he also gave the guy mercy by backing up off of him. And then everybody, came over to calm the situation down. So literally, this dude put out his gun and shot him when after the situation is over. So that means he's no longer a threat, out of frustration and anger, and just being
Probably had some oil in him, some drink in him.
Of course. This is a Low 33 was attending an event of Club Sirio in Brazil's biggest city And according to the incident report obtained by Brazilian MMA site Combate.com, got into an altercation with military policeman Henrique Otavio Oliveira Veloso.
You like name like that, you know they don't shoot.
He's the ERG Hooper in his last name. According to the incident report filed at 1:57 a.m. on Sunday morning, witnesses said that Veloso went over to Lowe's table and started a bottle following, and took a bottle following a brief discussion between the pair. Lowe then got up, took the bottle from Veloso's hand, and knocked him down, which caused Lowe's friends to separate both parties and asked them to leave their row to one side. And you see the brother right here.
Yeah, and he always hit his heart. Like he was lying hard. But from what the witnesses and now I know people who were there, you know, and I know people who know people who were there. And what the witnesses is saying, they say Leandro double-legged him and took him down and took the bottle back from him.
Right, because he wanted to gangster his bottle.
Yeah, because he came over and took his thing like, I'm the police, I can do whatever the fuck I want. And he was like, bullshit. He got up and took the bottle back from him. He double-legged him. All right, if you don't know what a double leg is, go on YouTube and look it up.
That's right.
He double-legged him, took him down, got on top of him, pinned him, all right, had him helpless, took his bottle back, and then got up and left him alone. All right, that's what actually happened. Then the dude got up and shot him.
Right, and then it goes back to
so he didn't knock him to the ground. They should make like he hit him or something.
Right.
He didn't hit at all. He
double-legged him.
He double-legged him and took him down.
And it was after he took his stolen shit.
Exactly. He took his property.
I mean, but this proves, first of all, the Lord said the love of many shall wax cold.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And right now, the last days and time that we're in, I see it on Jake, Esau, the heathens. Everybody got a chip on their fucking shoulder. You don't even need a pinprick to pop a bubble now. You can just elbow a motherfucker ready to fight.
Well, the first it was the Subway motherfucker got killed for too much mayo. Yeah. But now you got the cold French fry motherfucker that got killed.
What?
Man, these they killed the motherfucker cold
French fries.
McDonald's fries was cold, he killed the nigga.
Yep. Hey man, my fries cold. My fries cold.
What happened was mama.
I told you French truck.
His mama ordered some McDonald's fries cold. He came in and he ain't been
Dear
mama's. Dear mama.
GMO ass nigga.
Yeah, he got most of the shots.
Well, Yehoratazah, him and his mama get put to death.
He said, but unless you know what time we're living in at the time of Jacob's trouble.
Destroy all humans.
Because
matter of fact, grab that. The hearts of many shall grow cold. And people are cold. And I mean the heathen, Jake to the heathen. Clearly these Edomite heathen cops toward Jake, man. They got some cold hearts, man.
I got a precept when you get done.
Go ahead, bro.
This is 2nd Ezra 16:21. Behold, the victual shall be so good cheap upon earth, they shall think themselves to be in good case. You know, we have the inflation that's been happening over the last few months, but it's been decreasing. So the report is saying it's lower right now for food than it was in 2008, right? But here's the point. It even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So the prices may seem like it's getting a little better than what it's been over the last few months. But what do we have happen in the world? Stocks are being destroyed, livestock crops, all this has been getting destroyed. Wildfires, all right, storms, floods,
yeah,
all right, all
non-stop, worldwide.
Yep.
Then you got what? The sword, the violence,
the drought
as well. So yeah, the sword is increasing. There's going to become more violent out here because the Lord is pointing his vengeance out.
Yeah.
You know, friends. It says friends are going to turn against each other. They're going to be enemies. So what you expect these niggas to do to each other? They ain't got no mirth, and they depressed, they hurt, they through, man.
You sent me that documentary about the preppers, and the prepper said, you know, when your friend, something to that effect. How these preppers are gonna, and I've been saying that for a while. That's probably why you sent it. How these preppers are gonna turn on each other, man.
Oh yeah,
all right. You sent me that documentary, man. And I didn't watch all of it. I watched probably about 15 minutes of it.
Little
Wars. They know how to hunt and kill. They're gonna want to kill each other.
Well, first of all, you put it out there, all the shit that you got.
Yeah.
And why was president gonna have a whole bunch of shit? I ain't telling nobody except for my inner circle.
But that's the whole point.
Now this is the lower level. This is the Soma, this is the Bond. This has got this lot. Yeah, the fuck stupid, man.
He's showing everything he got. Showing his his very well
He
built
learned
daughter,
nothing from Hezekiah.
his very well built wife, all this food and beer, and the marauders are like, oh yeah, we can.
They got more than enough. They got drink for years.
Right, and now the funny thing is, my brother, when he used to, one of my other brothers who used to live in Lansing, his next door neighbor had a bunker. How the hell I'm going to see my brother Chico, and he's like, yeah, they got a bunker on them. Everybody knew the nigga had a bunker. So if anything ever happens, the whole neighborhood knows this nigga got a bunker.
Right.
That means food.
Oh shit, it's on. We need to go to this.
Time to eat.
Right.
Stupid.
I got
What's the password?
Stupid.
This Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Plain and simple.
I mean, when the Lord said iniquity abounds,
That's a good one.
he said, it makes me think of the scripture in 2nd Measures. Look at one grain of evil seed and see how much now more is waxed, greater and greater. And that was back over 2,000 years ago. Oh, matter of fact, about 2,500 years ago. See how much wickedness is now sprouted. Everybody's over here, and everybody's tired of Jake, the heathens, everybody now. Because all the reports are showing that the middle class is done. They're dead. You either super rich or you're poor.
Hey, I just saw that how people that make high six figure, people that making $250,000 a year are living paycheck to paycheck and they're broke because they don't have enough money to continue their lifestyle. Because the more money you make, the more money you're gonna spend. So you know what I mean? You got a higher credit rating. You done took out bigger loans. You got a bigger house payment. The kids probably in private schools. They probably got a couple different cars. They can't keep up their lifestyle, all right? And they can't keep up their lifestyle, and when you can't keep up your life, now you gotta let your nanny go, right? You gotta let go your maid. Your kids, their classes start getting cut. Your personal trainer get cut. That's always the first things. I hate to do it.
Your wife got to do more housework now. Your wife has to do more housework now.
Yeah, all that shit. All right, and now you just hit the nail on the head. And now the fact that a lot of these goodies are going, often the wife goes too, because she gonna go.
She ain't been doing it.
Hey, my client just told me the other day that literally told me the other day, man. He just told me that after work all day long at work, his mind was on sex and getting a piece of ass from his wife or from whatever woman he was gonna get it from. All right, but now he said he's to the point in his life, he's 20 years older than his wife. All right, she's 33. She's 33. He's 57.
She's
like,
young.
I'm up marrying this young chick, man. He said, I can't do it. He said, I can't keep up with her. I don't have the desire to do it. And he said, she get ready to start banging. He said, Ty Tyrone in my building, get ready to start banging my wife.
I mean, shit, that's already happening.
So
if he mentioned it, it's gotta be happening.
She married right for the comfort, and she gonna get the dick for the train. Now her train ain't gonna go nowhere. Not hers. That's one of our hustles, man. We know, man. They get I had to do this and that. They cut the train off first, man.
Yeah, because they start catching it from their wife, and they're right. You get cut off.
I got a quick precept.
Bring it out, brother.
The judgment we were just going into and how these niggas all waxed out crazy now. This is Luke 23 and 31. It said, for they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry? So you can go get a box of fucking cigarettes. You can get your cigarettes now. You can still get some great fucking strawberry pop, gyros. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can still get some
Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
with some high blood pressure, ass chicken from the Ishmael spot.
Kind of rough.
Right, it's already 1,200 grams of sodium. Enough,
I got the little bags, man.
Right,
I got the
enough sodium for 2 meals, and you still gonna ask for extra.
And that fucking mouse.
Extra lemon pepper. Yeah, not to mention all the sodium that's in the hot sauce and in the barbecue sauce. Man, you wonder why everybody's sick, man.
And that shit is looking, man. So when they can't get this little shit no more, we making fun of it because it's a mockery to these simple ass niggas. But the thing about it is, when they can't get this shit no more, when they can't get their drugs, these fucking post-traumatic war veterans, when they can't get their shit, it is gonna be whacked the fuck out.
Yeah,
These get so much. There's a lot of people with split personalities out there.
Oh yeah.
They get violent. Some of them, they get violent.
And when the tree dry, ain't no 911 at this time.
And none.
None.
Yeah.
Hey, now the funny thing,
and you Salaki, go ahead.
I was gonna say the funny thing, we was at camp yesterday, and the woman that came up, how many demons she had on her? And she was dripping with them. And I mean, she walked around the corner and it's like something about a bucket, and they're down there.
That happened to us.
Bullshit and them lies.
That happened to us.
And she walked around the corner saying that. She didn't even hear what we were talking about. Them
That happened
demons
to
know
us.
who we are.
He couldn't even get it out.
She came to the front and then she said that she did nothing but straight scoff. I mean, you don't know what you're talking about. You're lying to me. This. And Spirit had me take her out, thwart the shit. But these motherfucking demons are infesting.
Well, they doing their job too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're infesting Jake and the heathens. When the demons actually totally thoroughly, especially when, like you said, Murph, 911 is done. When 911 you can't call and it's because so many people trying to call.
Yeah.
That's when it's your ass.
Yeah, they just arrested an Edomite. I think I might have that story, and then we can. They just arrested an Edomite who was on his way. He got caught in Inglewood. All right.
Oh yeah.
9 yards.
Yeah, and like 12,000 rounds or something.
Yeah.
3 in the morning.
He had a bunch of
Finna go crazy.
like letters concerning other killers and crackers.
He had 1,000.
Wow.
3 in the morning
They
though.
go to Inglewood and fuck shit up.
It's in the water spring.
That's my good area.
Oh,
This ain't good.
Brother, how's one of these?
Man, he was finna go crazy.
And somebody double check that.
This ain't good.
Somebody double
What if I told you that some of the shootings in Chicago that are labeled as black-on-black crime or gang violence are actually done by white supremacists and white gangs? Case in point, this man drove over 30 miles from Woodbridge, Illinois to Inglewood, one of the most impoverished neighborhoods in Chicago with one of the highest rates of gun violence due to unresolved systemic racism, with thousands of rounds of ammunition and several guns. And he wasn't just there with weapons, he shot and took apart at 3:30 in the morning on Thursday, August 4th. Sounds very similar to what happened in Buffalo, New York, meaning it seems like he was there to survey the scene to carry out another mass shooting. I challenge you all to consider that these guys are never lone wolves, and also, just because he got caught does not mean thousands of others have not.
And so when you think of those prosthetic masks that the Edomites wear to make themselves look like make themselves look like they're a Negro, and you get 3 or 4 guys, 3 or 4 hitters, and to ride up in the car, sag their pants, and put on their mask, and jump out and shoot up the hood, and then and then Jake, like that one Jake that made the video, say what did he say? The stones just slid on us. We got to go slide on them now. And so they keep the stuff going, and it's actually white people that's doing that. We've been telling you that. Jake been telling you that for a long time, man. And a lot of the older Jakes, they're probably not as doing it as much as they used to with the dropping off of those crates.
They still do that.
Guns because of cell phones now. All right. But they used to do that a lot back in the day, dropping off them crates full of guns in the alleys in places like Inglewood and really heavily gang-infested neighborhoods. Or they'll load up, they'll make sure, or they'll drop them off in the back of the yards. Wherever they dropping them off, they'll make sure one side get loaded up, and what they gonna do, they gonna go slide on their end.
Yeah, need a train. Stop right there. There's a lot of niggas they jump.
They used to hit the freights.
But some niggas hop on the move and once forever they can't hop off. They'll stop freights right in the hood, Stop him right there. These be the ones
For hours. Hours.
This hood got rocket launchers. The slang is when niggas say I got the 9 on, they not talking about a pistol no more. They talking about the Rondo number 9. The nigga was the rapper with the RPG. These niggas got rocket launchers.
How they get that?
Exactly. That's military shit.
A couple years ago, it was WGMN that did the documentary on them leaving the train open in Chicago Heights. Yep. And then they were loaded with guns that basically.
They do it everywhere. They did it. Look. I lived where I lived at. It was a park, a block away, and then right in the park, it was a fucking the train would come through. It was some fields. And Jake would fucking jump the trains right there. There's a whole house right next to the train.
Yeah, man.
So Jake would it'd be bandos right along it would be abandoned fucking houses.
I remember when I was a little kid, if you got a Wi-Fi, come on off of it. But I remember when I was young, man, probably like 11 or 12, I remember all them damn folks and BDs that lived, GDs and BDs that lived around me, man. They all were riding mini bikes. And I was like, well, everybody get that. Everybody got on mini bike. And they got them off the freights.
I know some group of people, they used to hit the freights and the flea markets and get all kind of clothes and everything. That's what they do. Stop,
My cousins, them used to be told when they was coming through there and what freights to hit.
Wow. There it is, Pops. Pops are old enough. Come on, man.
It's the agent provocateurs.
So and then that's the thing. And then like you'll see this story that we're gonna play. This story about this shooting on Clark. And then because I watched it and I started reading the comments and it was just some racist, hateful shit being said toward Jake. But what they're not acknowledging is that the so-called white man set that all up because he's the one that's arming these clowns, man. Guys that can go out, guys that can get a FOI card and get a concealed carry and go. They ain't doing shit like that.
They don't gas switches.
They ain't doing shit like that. Right. It's that street. Exactly. This is that street element. And a lot of these guys are getting their guns straight from Esau.
And then.
All right. And Esau is providing this. And so not only is he providing the weapons, license. He's also providing the mindset with the music and the movies and the shit. All this damn trap shit. It's called trap for a reason.
Hey, to make a quick point, like okay,
this is Isaiah 57:4. Against whom do ye sport yourself? Against whom make ye a lying mouth and draw out the tongue? Are ye not the children of transgression, the seed of falsehood?
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's all falsehood.
Oh yeah.
So now you got two people. You got two people tripping over fucking something that don't even fucking matter.
It can't. Even when it comes to fully automatic weapons, right? When you need to get a fully automatic weapon, you have to have a certain clearance through the federal government to get fully automatic. I know you got to have an FFL license. That's the only way you can get it. You got to have a dealer's license to get you got to get federal clearance. You got to go through a whole nother background check. I think it take like 90 days, 6 months, some shit like that to get the license to be able to even buy those type of weapons. But yet Jake keep coming up on the street. They keep coming up on the street with Jake, and yet they blaming Jake for getting these fucking switches. But it's some fucking Edomite who's saying, God damn it, fuck it, I got the license, I'm gonna make some money. They can't trace a switch. It's just a block with no money. It's just a fucking thing they take off the back plate of a fucking AR. Not an AR, but even the ARs, they selling AR switches now. It's just a trigger. It's a drop-in trigger. That's all it is. It's a different type of.
Pull out the trigger,
you pull out the trigger, drop it in, and then it's full. It's a whole stage trigger. You just drop the whole trigger in the AR, and it turned the fucking AR to a fully automatic. How you get that shit? That's federal shit.
I worked at 127th in Wentworth, and I would see Jake coming to the hood all the time. One time the Popo was raided, one of the guys who was in the gas station in the parking lot, and pulled out, well, I don't know if it was M16 or AR-15, but it was an assault rifle. They don't come in the hood. You can't go to the store and just walk in and buy one of them. It has to be, and it's for them to be out on the streets, to be out being able to be.
To get an AR, you got to go through Esau to get an AR. Ain't nowhere in hell Jake walking around with fully automatic Tech 9s. They don't make. You can't go to the dealer and get. That's a special order. That takes months to obtain. To obtain a fully automatic weapon, you got to get clearances and all type of shit. But every nigga in the hood got motherfucking switches. Every nigga in the hood got motherfucking Tech 9s, automatic Tech 9s, automatic Uzis, and all this fucking shit. This is fucking Esau, man.
They showed you those.
This is Esau, man.
They showed you those Jakes in the high school in the gym and the kids.
Man, them niggas had bags of
He opened up his
guns.
bag. It was just all Glocks with switches.
How the fuck these
Like
little
20
niggas with
20 to 30 guns? Just look, it's just
these
like,
little
God
niggas
damn.
ain't. But these niggas, but
Tan
these,
one, camouflage blocks, all kinds of blocks with all of them.
So that probably came out one of them crates. All
No,
right.
no, but they did the math on it, because on one of them, I believe in that same story, they was itemizing the stuff and said the guns that they had with them at over $10,000,
Oh, no, you're
$10,000.
talking about the military guy who did the breakdown
Yeah.
of the math on that one shooter
Yeah.
that shot up all them kids.
Yeah, he said that in order for that to happen, he had to have over $20-some thousand to have him do that.
it was a lot.
Who funded you?
He didn't have.
Nobody got that
He
shit.
didn't have the credit or the funds for that. Yeah,
That's
I
got
think it came up to it came almost to
fucking shorties.
It came almost to like $10,000 worth of equipment that he had.
This is Esau's blessing, but also, like I said, what do? They push this mindless right shit, and everybody want to have these high-power weaponry, and this, that, and other. Or this is the scripture 5 of the same book, saying, inflaming yourselves with idols. So they push this, and now motherfuckers that wouldn't even be thinking about AR-15s and AK-47s and whatnot. Oh, I gotta have one of them, because if I got one of them, I can regulate some shit. I can make a motherfucker lay down.
You got regular Jakes that are not even into drill scene. Just regular Jakes have gun channels now.
Exactly.
They have like Hickok 45. You know who that is?
Con.
There's Jakes that have their own gun channels now. Like,
I got a couple scriptures I want to bring out. This is Job 18:10. And it reads, "For snares laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way." Then Ecclesiastes 27:26, "Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein.
I was thinking of that
He that setteth a trap shall be taken therein." And so all these are traps that that they're setting up for Jake, all right? But then Jake is just killing his own brother. And then it's also, as you can see, the corruption of these cops doing all these murders, against Jacob. Eventually, the names and the faces are gonna come out on the guys or whether they be cops, CIA, FBI, whoever it is. Eventually, everything done in the dark is gonna come to the light. It's gonna be a face eventually matched to the guys that are behind getting these fully automatic weapons in the hands of all this inner city youth. It's gonna eventually come out, man.
How the fuck a 16-year-old can afford an automatic weapon? That's $10,000+. These little niggas living fucking the projects, and they living off fucking link. They living off motherfucking oodles and noodles and shit. Fuck, these niggas can't pay for this shit.
Oliver North was not the first doing Iran-Contra, weaponry and this, that, and other. And he wasn't the first, he's definitely not the last in America, where they're going to be trading get these high power.
The gods of war.
Exactly.
I was just thinking that.
Put these things
Fast and Furious with holders. They fucking give all them to all them cartels, and that's why they're fighting the war on drugs in Mexico.
Yeah, that was a good one. Also the one with what's his name? Noah.
Contra the Panama.
No, the one when they got War Dogs. That was a pretty good movie, but it also showed you how easy it was to get these government contracts and get their hands on all these weapons, and how they were dealing in the inner city and all that too.
Let's say it should get an advantage of us. We are not ignorant of his devices.
This is what he does, like you said, and we reading these scriptures and understanding how he would put this together. It's like y'all playing right into the hand, but this is the hand that Yahweh Shai is dealt, so that y'all can have all this conflict and all this killing and whatnot. So what the scriptures say, paraphrasing, basically, when Yahweh Shai come back, isn't it always gonna be lit up and fired up and going when he show up?
So Rock tell you.
They're right. The fire's already gonna be kindled.
The fire's gonna be kindled. That's right.
And that's because people are tired wickedness begets wickedness. Like the scriptures say, wicked should do wickedly.
Yes.
So motherfuckers are getting tired of this shit, man. The righteous are getting tired, and guess what? The wicked getting tired. It's draining to be wicked.
Yeah, they're getting tired, man. And eventually, you know, the Lord gonna put the spirit on some of these 2/3 ass niggas, and they gonna actually just start doing what Esau used to do to us. It's gonna happen, man. It's written. All right, it said Judas' hands is gonna be on the neck of his enemies. But can we play any of that video?
I was trying to find the one. What was it? That video was on the. This is right here, right?
Yeah,
and they put this other shit in. I had to get away from that. I can't even find the X on that bitch. Up in the corner. Oh yeah, here. This right here. You gotta be careful now.
I'm on top.
No, Satan. That's why I was telling brothers get off. Any brothers on the Wi-Fi, please get off, because it's been really, for some reason, it's really lagging.
Check your phone. You might think you're not on it. You won't.
Yeah, I got off mine.
Oh.
What's uploading list?
It's like, let me make sure. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Select it.
Yeah, in fact, we should have to say that every time. Y'all should be doing that as soon as you hit the door.
I'm just no, it ain't no. Oh, really? It ain't no.
Not bad. First guy went down.
Shit, I missed it already. I don't know how to move back. I was trying to make sure.
We ain't got no sound?
I
don't think it has no sound.
But I just want to
it's just a closed circuit camera.
Right.
There ain't no sound. You see they having words back and forth. Boom.
Let it up.
Boom. That guy went 2 of them. It's 2 of them went down.
You can't maximize?
He the one moving. The other guy moving. Oh no, they both moving. Yeah. It didn't look good. Yeah, didn't look good at all, man. There you go.
That's 4K.
Yeah.
See, and this is why the Lord tell you not to be out there with these motherfuckers like this, man. Got his ass.
Damn, he got got. Yeah, he got hit like he ain't fucking breathing.
I just
said
Oh, his ass giving up the ghost.
Yeah, the one in the white is
he over it.
More than likely, he's the one that didn't make it. Yeah, All them dudes had guns on.
Or he's shooting somebody in the sleep. Like, remember that what you said when they get knocked out?
I'm bleeding.
Like,
he didn't do that.
Rigor mortis.
Right before you left.
But wait.
So he rolled up and shot the dude.
Damn. You should have just stayed down. Damn, they both them niggas died. Fuck that.
The only one died.
Are you serious? Shit.
That's their.
Yeah, they went and shot the dude who was laying there, and his homies didn't blast back or nothing. Maybe they were just outgunned.
Yeah, they had no gun.
See, but
no, somebody had a gun. They shot him.
Shoot back and forth.
So now, sitting out. Imagine this.
All right, this guy,
crack.
that guy with the long ass stanky dreads, he gonna get hit, and that dude in the hoodie gonna get hit. Bam. The dude in the white t-shirt was the first one to fire. The matter of fact, the dude that
you can see the bullets hitting the
and the dude,
ground.
yeah, they were shooting back. The dude who's laying on the ground, he was shooting too. He got hit while he was shooting, and all of them was shooting one hand. All of them was shooting one. Now that dude right there actually using both his hands. He might know what he's doing, but all them guys were shooting one handed, which proves that they don't know that. Yeah, they were, like I said, if they weren't standing right in front of each other, they might have all missed each other.
As hell, he gonna go in there and finish the job.
He was about to that one dude that was helping dudes. What he was
all them helping the guys on the side. The ones on the right hand were the ones on the right
hand. No, they ran.
No, they wasn't, because he ended up shooting. The dude in the blue ended up shooting the dude. In the motherfucking
But they were helping the guy on this side. That's all. Yeah, they all ran and finished him off.
Okay.
They all with him.
That nigga ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
No, he gone.
So
here come Keisha.
Them bitches need. Yeah,
this is screaming.
So they screaming, going crazy right now.
They grabbing their him and get him.
Does he got
And
money?
they pulling off, they getting that guy out of there. And you see, he already leaked all over the ground over there. So he
all the niggas gone. Like, ain't no niggas. That's all but they
Well, where all them guys with all them? See, hey, look, man.
It's probably over this dumbass.
You know what? Get Zachariah. They probably over these hoes too. Who out here who half dressed with tight ass shit on. All right, and somebody said something to them.
They recording it. Look,
They on Snapchat, bro. They on something.
They recording it. Look, they recording it.
Zachariah 13, 9 and 10.
Finish him.
Niggas going out of there too, boy.
Them niggas that did that, they got their homie and got the fuck up out of there.
Oh, she didn't have shit to do with it. So I gotta get away from these niggas. Becky probably live around there.
And but first of all, this is 400 South Clark.
Yeah.
This is basically downtown.
Yeah, this is over by that's by the library.
Yeah.
Damn near by the
Like
library.
Harold Washington Library.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is downtown.
Yeah.
So they were in the parking lot of one of them clubs or bars or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
That's
God damn.
Niggas are stupid.
13 and 8, right?
Shit.
now, right, all these devils walk around killing your people and they only kill each other. But hey, get that Zachariah Bible shot.
This is Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
There it is, man. So, hey, 2/3 of our people are marked for death. Ain't nothing you can do for it. And clearly, that dude who got hit, he probably got hit twice with the guy in the white T-shirt that first shot him. And then he got hit about 7, 8 more times.
When they came close.
When they came right up and shot him point blank range. You had 3 guys
No,
shot him point blank
dude
range.
had a stick on him. He had the big boy in it.
Hey, and
He hit his
thing
ass.
about that, a very beautiful thing about that is the 1/3. But can you keep going, brother?
Come. Verse 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried.
And that's that Isaiah 13, man, that go to Ophir. What's going to be left is the men of the Lord, the true servants of called on Yahweh Shem. True servants of Yahweh Shem.
That's right.
Yes.
Brothers been saying it for the longest. Look, the Isaiah 32 spirit, man. You bitches you're gonna need a man, and not only a man, but a man of the Lord. When you see this, Pookie and Ray Ray going down.
Oh yeah.
All right, they're going down, and you're gonna be in turmoil and hurt, and you're gonna get Micah 7 and 10, man. Can you get Micah 7 on that?
Yeah, I got you.
This 2 Ezra 16:33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the war shall their bridegroom be destroyed, and their husband shall perish of famine. These niggas are gonna die. Isaiah 65 say the Lord's servants will eat. Job 5 say
That family
no
death you
evil
shall
shall come nigh thee, man. Lord willing when elect. We're not worried about the sword. We're not worried about the famines. All right. So this is not talking about the men of the Lord, man. But you bitches are going to be in a pitiful case.
Yes.
These niggas are about to go down the drain. You've been living it up, dealing with these swipers, dealing with these drug dealers. You're going to die with them. And good riddance. We're not bitter about it. We're good, wholesome women. Anyway, the point is, the point is, this judgment ain't going to just be men. You bitches are about to be pitiful.
Yeah.
Bible shot at Micah 7.
This is Micah 7 and 10.
Let's start now.
Some brother put Psalms 8 and 2. Grab that one when you're done too.
Start now.
Start at 9.
Micah 7 and 9. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh because I have sinned against him.
So right now we're dealing with the judgment the Lord has brought upon us because we sinned. So we got to deal with these curses. We got to deal with you bitches being proud. But there's a recompense in all this. You will get judged for your pride. All right? Whoever don't humble down now, you're going to humble down later. And this is going to describe the humble
Off with your
in this
head.
next verse. Go ahead.
It says, I will bear the indignation of Yahweh because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me.
There you go. So the Lord's going to vindicate his servants. All right, so anybody that's offended the Lord, the men that come across us and stone you bitches that dealt with your brothers and the prophets, all right, and you're going to get a great and awesome death. All right, it's going to be drawn out. You're going to be miserable. You're going to be in famine. You bitches, all you single ladies, Y'all don't be eating.
All single ladies.
It's
real hungry.
Junior because it's your child.
God knows.
No, that's what Christmas for, man. Y'all love that's what Ray sauce. That's what they raise. Y'all eating Ray sauce, man.
Sweet Ray shit fire.
Before you read it, bring out your scripture, y'all. All
right, this is the book of
Matthew.
Matthew.
Over there, quiet and patient.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 6. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck and that were hanged and drowned in the depths of the sea. So I was lying back off of what Ben was talking about. If any of these little women offended a man of the Lord, or these niggas scoffing, they deserve judgment, man. It would be better for them if they drowned in the depths of the sea, man.
Yeah. It says
back. This last 2 minutes was frightening because he was cognizant. He was aware that they were coming to finish him.
He was thinking about
He couldn't go nowhere.
Get out of there.
He couldn't get nowhere. He tried. He couldn't.
But he couldn't move. He wanted to flee, but he couldn't. And he knew they were coming for him. Because he started trying to move. He was mustering up his last few bits of strength. He knew they was coming to get him. And the funny thing is that the guys that killed him, they are all down the likewise manner.
That's right. You live by the scripture say.
They gonna die the same way.
Right. The scripture say if you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Yeah, he got hit first with the dude with the. Almost everybody on the other squad was packed. All right, there was only a couple guys on this side was packed.
Right.
I think it's the dude in the black.
It looked like it's only 3 of them. Shit, 2, 1, 2, 3.
3 of them. Boom. And they bounced. They just bounced. He got hit.
He wasn't gonna walk or nothing anyway.
Somebody finded them though, and somebody else with them.
Right. But he was in the back behind that truck.
Yeah.
But they all fired.
He just got out of there.
Yeah, the white t-shirt got right.
And he had a moment to get away, but he tried to get.
He couldn't get up.
He tried to right there. He tried. He tried though, but you see him trying to move. He can't get away. And this other guy comes right here. And he's gonna pull up right here. That's that.
Oh, same guy in my t-shirt.
Yeah, right there. And if
y'all was Johnson in the white t-shirt.
Two of the white.
Oh, that was over 10 times easy.
Wow.
That's the Lord, bro.
And the crazy thing is the Edomites was talking mad shit about this. And they said, I guess this is systematic racism. Ha ha ha. All right. Yeah, it is because all them guns that they had came from you. The mindset that they're in came from you.
Yep.
The fact that he wearing them dreads and the fact that they listening to the music that they listening to, all that comes from the culture that you provided, that you've given them. That black culture, because that's not that culture. That's the culture you pushed on them. You own all the record labels. You own all you make all the music videos and the things that influence them. All right. You take away all the opportunities from them. And give them right and supply them with the drugs and the wickedness, do the wickedness that they do.
The scripture says, train up a child in the way that he should go, right? So that's what they knew. And so they molded the minds of our people to be trained to be in this fashion right here.
And his head all cocked to the right, okay? So, and they ain't pulled his head off when them niggas rolled through. But they trying to get their boy to the hospital, all right? That's it, and Becky just runs back because she's trying to get home. Because she lives around the corner.
Right.
These niggas have ran out their shoes. You got Nikes and shit on the floor, on the ground.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
You say that because we going to make that last. Okay. So any brother got a scripture, bring it out. Because that's a big thing.
All right, this is just to land back off what y'all saying, because Esau, your culture, you promoted this culture.
He created the nigga in America.
Right.
He created the nigga, right? Yeah, Yashawamba said the nigga in America is a creation of the so-called white man.
That's right. This is Proverbs 16:29. A violent man enticeth his neighbor and leadeth him into a way that is not good. So Esau, you are that violent man. That's all you've ever done. Oh, you was on that? Yeah, that's all you ever done, Esau. You created black culture just to stir a continuous, endless cycle of death, man. All right, death on all fronts.
The matter of fact, on all fronts, the lifestyle, the sex, Jake always getting diseases because of the promiscuous women.
Right.
All right.
The same sex.
The same sex shit. They get diseases and die because of that. All the abortions, the gang banging, and even the food.
Yeah,
the food that's connected to black culture is destructive to the body.
That's he said.
All right. That's why they always trying to say all this shit about hypertension and all that kind of shit is hereditary. That's bullshit. That's a fucking lie.
Niggas cook with too much salt.
You got jakes that come from other parts of the world, and they don't get hypertension and high blood pressure, diabetes until they come here. And they none of them or none of their family members have it back home. So it's definitely American and America's food.
I said that's why all these other European countries have a whole bunch of shit illegal to be put in the fucking foods. And America FDA say, oh yeah, he can give us this stuff over here. But there's no, we gonna ban this, that, this, and that, because America's killing them.
And so for you niggas out there, and you spiggers out there, who constantly want to say that bullshit about it's time to stop blaming the white man. Shut your ass up.
Right.
I got two for your bitch ass up. You don't know shit, stupid.
That's right.
I got two for you.
All right, bring
This
them
is
out,
Habakkuk 1 and 4. Therefore the law was slack, and judgment doth never go forth, for the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceeded.
There you
so
go.
The wicked is in control, and they bringing forth a system that's backwards. It says in Psalm 68, it's not Psalm 64, they did a diligent search. They search out iniquity. Esau knows how to play on your emotions. Esau knows how to play on your mind and get you to follow the left-hand side. He's the devil. That's his job, man. 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. Revelation, what is that, 20? He was released to deceive the nations. Esau was doing his job, man, and that comes with violence.
He said he accomplished a diligent search. So he know all that stuff about even, your mind and how to mold it and how to, get you. You got to get him,
Gotta get
That's what the surveys and the algorithms. No, but that's what the surveys and the algorithms are all about, though.
This is they've been doing that for before this.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 59 and 4. None calleth for justice, nor any pleaders for truth, because the wicked is in control. They trust in vanity, and you niggas follow Egypt. As is the judge, so I is servants, man. So you niggas are following Esau way. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity. They hatch cockatrice eggs and weave the spider's web. He that eateth of their eggs dieth, and that which is crushed breaketh out into a viper. That crush is talking about what's hatched. So Esau created you niggas in the lab, man. That which is born, you are a fucking viper. Their webs shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. You're gonna trust in this place, and you think you're gonna make it in America and just continue and live and do all this shit, that garment's not gonna work. You cover yourself with a spider web, man. You rub a spider web and fucking breaks, man. That covering you got on is not gonna help you. That video we watched is what Esau has given you. That's the American mindset.
That's black culture.
That's black culture, which is American.
And the same shit
culture.
happened in the so-called Hispanic neighborhoods too.
Oh,
The same bullshit.
Bring it out.
Let me finish this. It's Isaiah 59 and 6. Their webs shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. Their feet run to evil. They make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their path. And that's what you were born, whoever follows this way, that's you become, man. You're born a fucking viper. You niggas are lab rats, man. That gangster rap shit, they had a whole meeting. Busy Bone, I believe it's Busy Bone. One of these Crazy Bone.
Crazy Bone.
He came and spoke out about this shit, man. He's part of the industry. Alright, that's coming straight from the horse's mouth, man. This shit is by design. Daniel the 7th chapter, 25th verse. Esau did this shit on purpose to turn us contrary from the Lord, man. He took away the laws intentionally, man. Made you niggas follow his damn ways, man. Now you a bunch of bloody men.
Even how they rap about the line.
$100 line, man. Oh yeah. They love that shit, man. Esau made sure whatever's wicked is pumped.
Hey.
Push, man.
Hey, that's like with the Jimmy Iovine shit with Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? Cause Jimmy Iovine's a fucking he's a small header. He's a small header. Because the gangster rap shit didn't come around, really ain't bust off into Ice Cube and shit came out and took.
NWA.
You know what I'm saying? But that nigga Ice Cube and them had something to do with all this shit going on. Them niggas sold out,
Yeah,
man.
they sold out really. NWA actually helped because the real, you still had really great rappers around that time.
Oh yeah.
But that gangster rap, they introduced that, and then and eventually it overtook rap.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that them you can say what you want to say, man. Them, and I'm not even I'm a house head, man. I don't give fuck rap. But I remember, hip hop and a lot of the rappers in the early 90s. These guys today can't touch them, man. Like Talib Kweli and Mos Def, fucking Big Daddy Kane, Black Star, and them guys. Like man, these guys today is garbage compared to them dudes, man. And
Future killing niggas. I know you ain't. He back there starting.
But nevertheless, man.
It is Future.
Hey,
Salagi.
From songs like you hit
No,
the
it just goes
self-destruction.
Salagi.
Yeah, motherfuckers, everything talking about is killing their damn brother.
Exactly.
Fucking their brother's woman. Exactly.
Oh,
Fucking their
exactly.
brother's woman.
Right?
Right? Getting the bitch and then passing it to the team.
Ain't no
Running
man.
trains, 2 niggas all at the head, 2
Being a
niggas
side
all at
nigga.
the ass. That shit is madness, man.
Being a side nigga, I heard that shit
The
too.
nigga put the bean in the lean. This nigga taking
that statement about the
pills on
threesome.
top of the damn liquid meth, man.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
crazy.
That's the whole hook. Bean in the lean. That's the whole hook.
Well, the brother on the screen put in the comment said now they
You just went from it was on it already.
It's like it.
That shit is crazy.
Okay, here, see, you understand it. Now there's Jake having threesomes with their own fucking mothers.
Oh, yeah. Y'all saw that?
I saw it. I saw it. I was just telling Elder about it. You just fucking. The guy was like, "What's the most freakiest thing you ever done?" This woman said, "Well, I was kicking it with a guy and his mother, and she started, basically sucking his rod." And she demonstrated it too, right? I can't do that, but she was demonstrating everything. And then he told her to come join in, and they had
Do what you do best.
Yeah, right. That's what
He
said.
told his
That's
mother,
what
do what you
That's
do
the
best.
quote. That's the quote. That's it. You saw it.
What the?
So that means that wasn't the first time.
Exactly. And she said she sucked this dick at the same time his mother was sucking his rod, man.
So they shared the rod.
Yes.
And
She said taking for the world.
Yeah.
No blue down face, nothing. Father said great dignity, man.
And she was proud of it.
I can't keep my precept behind that.
And she was proud of that shit. Well, we gonna, Kanashla, bring on what you gonna
Did you read
gonna
that
show
verse?
it fucked me up too,
No,
man.
I got.
I'm through.
Yeah, that's righteous lot, man. This shit crazy.
Hey, real quick before you read that, I guarantee you a fucking black woman.
Oh yeah. All three
Oh,
of them.
bitch, you ain't
Surpass the deeds of the wicked, man.
Fuck the black woman.
Right, because I just saw a video where the chick, she probably was Jake though, but the little white chick kept calling all these racist crackers sister fuckers, all them southern motherfuckers. But yeah, you sister fucking bitch. That's what she was calling.
Yeah, you niggas are terrible.
But like you said, the Jake is out doing the wicked these days, man. That's clear, and that's clearly evidence of it, because that's disgusting. That almost make you want to throw up.
When they kiss, they exactly. That's spirit.
They kiss him in the mouth, man.
Not just kissing in the mouth. That's natural parent-child shit. They suck their bottom lip. They'll suck their baby's bottom lip like they kissing a nigga.
Why they blowing smoke in the baby?
I was gonna say, it's like all new
Baby
bro.
smoke.
I was thinking that.
Smoking with the baby.
Yeah, they got the baby smoking blunts, joints. They think that they record. Some of them record the shit.
Giving them a shotgun.
Right, they give them the shotgun too.
Every
So you
wickedness
destroying
is little
his-
to the
his-
wickedness of
his,
a woman, man.
His respiratory system. He ain't gonna have no wind. No.
What?
The
Lord gotta come back.
for breakfast.
Go ahead, brother. Bring it out. We gonna wrap it up with that. This was a heavy deal, man.
Judgment is here, man. It's done. And look, I think the class that we had on, I think Thursday, brother was like, Esau's on trial, and I came in and I was like, no, everybody's on trial now, man. This is judgment time. During the time of judgment, everyone's getting judged, even the righteous. The difference is, if the Most High brings us into righteousness, we've been judged righteously. If the Lord is bringing you into this fucking debauchery, is fucking killing, is stealing, and fucking all the shit that's going on out here in the world, that's because the Lord's got a fucking vendetta against you, and He's going to get your ass.
They got that bar.
Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Romans 12 and 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord. The Most High, this is vengeance time. The Most High's got all the vendettas, or everybody who's been not listening to the Most High, the angels and the Spirit of the Heavenly Father. It's your ass, Mr. Postman.
This Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Alright? Hey, she gonna get stumped down, man. Alright?
Stumped out.
Hey,
like powder.
That's it. Hey, Luke 21:22. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. The days of vengeance, the days of the big payback is here.
Jake, the elder said last scripture. Jake steady bringing out.
12:7. I have forsaken my house. I have left my heritage. I have given the dearly beloved of my soul to the hands of our enemy. And what did our enemies do with us? They spoiled us, robbed us, raped us, murdered us, killed us, and gave us all kinds of wickedness. And we have far exceeded what they initially planted in us.
Surpassed the deeds of the wicked. The one that Elder wanted me to bring out. This Psalms 10:2. The wicked in his pride.
Wait, bro, this is last.
Oh, okay.
You got something?
Yeah.
Bring it out, brother. Okay. Don't sit right, because I was gonna
What
shut
the
it down,
fuck?
brother.
This is Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low places. Because I was listening when y'all was talking about that folly and that mess that that woman did. Man, that's just
That's beyond disgusting.
That's just straight folly, man. And we the rich, man, we sitting in a low place and we telling people the truth to come back to the Lord, man. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
So like a quick point to that video, man. You know the worst part about that, besides the actual acting, not talking about it? The dude is laughing about it like it's no big deal. We get black for saying a man can have multiple wives.
Right.
But that's okay?
Right.
The world accepts that? Absolutely. That's how the world is sick.
Isaiah 5:6.
That's a great point.
Yup.
That's it.
Beautiful point.
And this is Nahum 1 and 2. God is jealous. And the Lord revenges. Yahweh revenges and is furious. Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserves wrath on his enemies.
Right. P-Valley. They love that show.
Ass niggas with
Big
tattoos,
ass beard with a
gang
perm.
fucking on each other.
Gay as hell. That's the show. That's everybody love that show.
I'll be watching it. I'm glad I'm
Black woman.
It's the black woman promote P Valley.
And these tattoos, so-called thugged out ass niggas, and they get in the bed having sex with each other.
See, but because these females
Go
like
back
that,
down,
big ass
man.
beards too.
Hood murder.
Swole as hell.
Lined up, tattoos.
So
in
not
there.
Brokeback Mountain, but Brokeback Hood.
Yeah, to 10 power.
Brokeback
O Block.
Finish that.
This Psalms 10:2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Oh yeah.
For the wicked boasts of his heart's desire and blesses the covetous whom Yahweh abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts.
Right.
His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He that saith in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
And that's Esau's spirit, which now has everybody who's drank of the cups of Esau, Edom, it's got that same spirit. Now that's why you got China saying that we're next, they coming up. You got niggas thinking that they gonna be fine.
I got Bitcoin, I'm gonna be fine.
Right. We got
I got 401k and Bitcoin.
You know what I'm saying?
My wife got a pension. We gonna be okay.
See, the Lord said the Lord's gonna come like a thief in the night. All right, if the Lord's going to come like a thief in the night, you're not going to expect him coming. You're going to be in all things like Yahushua said.
Everything's keep telling you.
Right.
Not to put your trust in Babylon, man. Babylon is falling. There is no structure. There is no structure. There is no sort of money, no bomb. There's no particular weapon. There's no particular skill set. There is nothing that you can do to save or stop this place from going under. It is done, and it's happening now in our lifetime, and we're talking, and it's happening soon.
That's right.
It says, verse 7, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud.
Yep.
Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
We saw the story that we opened with all these dirty cops, this corrupt, racist law enforcement that America has. All right.
It says he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages.
Oh, so he's sneaking get you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fake, right? A false affidavit so they can kick in doors, so they can steal property. All right, to kill the owner, and then it was self-defense. They fired on the cop, and then it comes out that wasn't even what happened. All right, go ahead.
In the secret places doth he murder the innocent.
There it is, man. But one last scripture, we can stop it right there. Get Luke 8:17, man.
All right. This is Luke chapter 8 verse 17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest.
Your red ass is on blast, man. The Israelites are putting you on blast. The heathens are putting you on blast. Your own women are putting you on blast. This red man that is this self-proclaimed white people or white males are on blast.
They complain of ungodly fathers.
I wasn't there. I didn't do it. No, you benefited from it and you fucking know it, man.
That's right.
I just saw, it's in here too, I'm not gonna play it, but I just saw a video yesterday where Jake was in court, and there was a Judite woman there and a white woman, and the little white girl she was tight, man. She was attractive, but both of them got caught for the same crime. They were both driving 30 miles over the speed limit. The nigga woman got hit with a $1,000 fine.
Perfect.
And the Edomite chick got let off with a warning. All right, and all she had to do was go out and pay some little bitty fee. And when Jake saw that shit, he turned on his camera and followed her out of court. All right, and followed her all the way to the clerk, questioning her, interviewing her. And basically when she's at the clerk window, paying her chump change, where the sister got hit with a $1,000 bill for the same damn thing, and he kept saying, "Well, did you not see, or do you not see and understand that this is white privilege? Could you admit to that this is definitely white privilege?" She was, "Well, I'm very thankful for what happened to me in the court." And then she got nervous, but then you know what she started thinking, because she's so used to that. It hit her like, God damn, that was fucked up. And it is. You can see it in her face. Wow. But so right as she's getting all fucked up about the whole thing and embarrassed and ashamed, who comes to her rescue? The nigga woman from the lady behind the thing taking the money. You just need to leave her alone, sir. Right. Hey, so you know what? Like Murph always say, fuck these bitches, man. Fuck these two niggas, man. Fuck them. All right. So with that, man, we're gonna give all praises, glory, and honor
unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rikakwadash, Abba,